So we welcome among us John Kohler, the Public Affairs Officer, and our trainer, Ricky Schreiner. Is that?
Schreiner.
Good. So it is indeed a great honor to welcome you here, and for the Media Trust, it is the beginning of a new year. We want it to be very rich in terms of training for the diverse professionals in Mauritius, in the media professionals, be they journalists, cameramen, videographer. So this is the whole gamut of professionals for which we cater. We have been trying for the last years. It has not been very easy for us to try to get people, trainers, not only to train our journalists, but to train also camera persons and photographers. Because of lack of resources, we weren't able to do so. So we are very, very much pleased that the US Embassy has come to our rescue, in a way to say, and we are able to have today more than 20 photographs, journalists, and videographers for this training. Et comme notre formatrice est bilingue, on pourra parler en français également. Donc c'est vraiment une occasion rare aujourd'hui, parce que je sais que nous avons eu beaucoup de demandes de la part de journalistes, reporters d'images, de photographes et de vidéastes pour une telle formation. Et Dieu sait comment, dans notre monde du journalisme aujourd'hui, les photographes, les vidéastes, les JRI sont appelés à jouer un rôle extrêmement important avec le développement de toutes les plateformes en ligne et les plateformes numériques. Donc pour le Media Trust, c'est le début, nous le souhaitons, d'une année riche, une année que nous voulons une année charnière, si vous voulez, dans le domaine de la formation. Nous venons de reconstituer notre conseil d'administration et nous allons travailler beaucoup plus maintenant pour des formations pointues, plus pertinentes et more relevant to the needs of our journalists and professional media professionals in Mauritius. Nous serons à l'écoute de vous, les professionnels, de vos rédactions en chef, de vos directions, pour pouvoir bien sûr élaborer et formuler un plan de formation pour toute l'année, moyennant bien sûr les ressources qui seront mises à notre disposition. Nous comptons beaucoup sur nos partenaires. L'ambassade américaine is a privileged partner for us. They have been collaborating with us very often, I would say, to provide resources, whether they are technical resources, trainers, and even financial resources, and other opportunities for journalists and other media professionals. So we are very grateful to the US Embassy, and we hope to be benefiting from such kind of assistance from other partners. So without much ado, I will now invite Mr. John Kohler, the Public Affairs Officer, to officially introduce our training. Mr. Kohler.
Good morning, bonjour. Je vous remercie beaucoup pour votre présence aujourd'hui. Le Media Trust est un partenaire étroit de l'ambassade des États-Unis depuis des années. Et c'est un honneur pour moi d'être présent ici pour inaugurer cet atelier d'une semaine en concernant le photojournalisme. So, a little French. I think we know that this is an age where images hold immense power, and photojournalism plays an essential role in shaping public perceptions about media and the understanding of events in the world. So through the lens of a camera, that's really one important mechanism for bringing alive images and stories, and especially challenges faced by communities. And so it's an immense pleasure for me to be able to welcome Ricky to Mauritius and to Media Trust today. And we hope that this training program will help you succeed, help build your skills that you need to succeed in today's fast-paced land, photo, and media landscape. And as participants, you have a unique opportunity to hone your craft, expand your networks, and deepen your understanding of the power of visual storytelling. So I'll encourage you this week, for every moment of this training, to ask questions, to collaborate, and to push the bounds of your creativity. Now, journalists capture moments of truth and resilience, and they also contribute to a more informed and compassionate and connected world. We know that today that's no more important than it is today. We're also living in a complicated world that faces conflicts and challenges, and that ultimately affect all of us. So you journalists, your reporting plays a really important role, an indispensable role in informing the public and holding governments accountable, and telling stories that would not otherwise be told. We know that the free press is essential to the health of democracies like Mauritius and the United States. So I encourage you to seize every moment of the opportunities presented this week and to push the bounds of your creativity. And again, I'd like to thank the Media Trust for hosting us. Now, I'd also like to thank again Ricky Shyrock for being here today. It's been a long travel from the United States, and we're really grateful for her coming. So, I'm sorry, a long tour from the US? Are you coming from the US? No, you're coming from Senegal. Okay. Well, she's a journalist and photographer who's lived in Senegal, in Dakar, since 2008. And she's also reported for 3 years from Southwest Florida, where she covers city council planning and urban planning and city council meetings. And her work has appeared in some of the most prestigious outlets in the United States, including the New Yorker, the New York Times, Foreign Policy, and others. She taught at the University of Dakar photojournalism for 3 years, and she's conducted sessions like this across Africa. She's also a member of the Everyday Africa and Women Photograph Collectives, and she's developed opportunities to share stories with local journalists. So more recently, her work is focused on how political policy and cultural norms impact women, and how environmental conservation through local practices and shifting story frameworks can reflect different value systems. So I just wanted to add a note before I turn it over to Ricky. The U.S. Embassy has been privileged to be able to support her travel to Mauritius and fund this week, along with the Media Trust, but Ricky speaks in her personal capacity this week and not for the U.S. government or the U.S. Embassy. So thank you, Ricky, for leading this training, and I'll turn this over to you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
May I ask Ricky to briefly say a few words before embarking on the formal training, and we'll ask our person to introduce themselves.
Yes, exactly. Merci beaucoup, merci John, merci beaucoup pour l'introduction. Thank you so much. Comme vous avez dit, moi je m'appelle Ricky Schreier. Je suis un journaliste photographe qui habite au Sénégal depuis 2008. Donc j'avais fait beaucoup de reportages sur les politiques en Afrique de l'Ouest pour la plupart, donc dans l'Afrique francophone. C'est pour cela que le programme ça sera en anglais, mais aussi je peux parler français. Vous pouvez demander des questions en français. Je peux répéter quelque chose en français si vous avez besoin. Okay? Donc, je vais juste faire une petite introduction. John a déjà parlé un peu de mon travail, mais depuis je suis journaliste à peu près 20 ans. Depuis 16 ans, je suis au Sénégal, mais je travaille dans la sous-région sur les élections, sur les reportages, et pour les photographes, les radios, les vidéos et donc, je sais, dans ce temps, les journalistes doivent beaucoup faire. On ne peut pas juste écrire des fois ni prendre des photos. Donc, that's a little introduction of myself. And je veux bien dire aussi que nous sommes tous là pour partager. Chaque fois que je fais ces sessions, moi j'apprends, des fois je pense beaucoup plus que, que vous-même, parce qu'on est là pour partager, vous avec vos collègues, moi avec vous, vous avec moi. Donc on va tous apprendre les choses, chacun, je pense. Alors, I hope that's a good enough introduction for a little background on my experience. And yeah, I think now we can do the...
Yes, please.
Okay.